Anybody that's tapping into this video for the first time, I actually got cut off from another video called Turkey Guts Part 1. So you're going to have to catch that. And to be honest, I probably should have watched it before I came back to know what the fuck I was talking about. Let's see. I'm not sure. We were in hell, and it only got darker the second I fucking got off. Truthfully, we only went into another level of hell. All I can hear is, where am I supposed to? I don't know. Where's the light? How the fuck do we get out of here? Let's start all over. Where were we here? I'm just going to start completely all over. As incarnated beings, we must tend to feeding our minds, bodies, and spirits for the reason that the symbol of the three-headed dog is an apt metaphor for this card. When we starve any of these areas, we awaken a creature from within our lowest realms and give it free reign over our lives. That's your shadow part too. Okay, so if you're not spiritually fulfilled, you know what I mean, it can overflow. If you're not feeding your mind, your bodies, and your spirits, okay, meaning you're not putting good stuff into your brain, and you just keep putting bad shit, whatever you put in comes out. You're a product of whatever you've seen or heard. And that's why Christianity, I don't know if any other sectors do it, they're really big about secular music is what they call it. You know what I mean? Is avoiding putting sin into the eyes and into the ears. That's why it's, watch your words and stuff. What are you listening to? You're praising the devil type shit like that. Because you're putting it in and you're letting it out. You are an energetic exchange with the universe. So what you're putting into your mind is creating your thoughts and your words. Now what you're putting into your body is also the same thing. And I'm just, for example, if you're eating beans, you're gonna fucking fart. It's like, oh, but it tasted so good going down. Yeah, but it came out so bad. And that's the same with alcohol. You know what I mean? And as we were talking about tonight being a huge drink, it's like, it feels so good going down, but what comes out? What comes out of you when you put these things in? And the same thing with your spirit. If you're not putting anything into your spirit, then no spirit is coming out of you, is what I'm seeing here. For that reason, the symbol of the three-headed dog, blah, blah, blah. Nourish your physical being with good food and plenty of rest. That's where I've been at right now. I'm in a healing place. And that's all I wanted. I was like, dude, I just want some really good food. So that's it. And plenty of rest. I took like a power nap. I'm sleeping for the last 3 days. If you're listening, I'm not working. I'm healing, and that's what I needed to learn before he was ever going to let me back to work, is when to work and when to heal. And although the mind is a little bit crushing about it, I have to have trust and faith that the work that I'm doing on myself is far more important, because the truth is I can't physically move. I can pick my body up, I can fucking put some clothes on, head towards the door, but the second I turn that key, dude, my eyes get all, I get tired out there. And, I just want to point out this thing, it's really funny. LILITH has this new option, it's called Extra Comfort, right? And we get notified. And I just don't really know the guidelines of it, because I haven't done this for a long time, but it says that they're paying for quiet and extra comfort. It says no noise. What does no noise mean? It means I listen to you breathe, or can I have the music on lightly? So a lot of people have this, and this one guy, he says, I don't know if I have that, high maintenance on my profile of extra comfort, but you're welcome to listen to the music. I was like, why, thank you. I didn't see it pop up. But I just want to say that he called it high maintenance. And so most of them have it, and it says, it says be quiet. I don't know how quiet, so I turn it down totally to where, you can't hear my radio, and all we're hearing is the fucking, the tires on the road. And so it's that quiet, plus you're turning on the heat. And if I do have the radio on, I have to have it on 80s or Christmas music, because everything else is all offensive. Even the Christmas music can get dirty, and the 80s, but for whatever reason, they're more tolerable to any generation. You know what I mean? They can take it in, digestibly. But like, as far as, Pandora, that's going to get me in trouble. You know what I mean? Fucking XM radio or the radio. Oh, no, we can't do it, dude. It's all bad. So you got all of these frequencies of low vibrational calming frequencies is the vibration I set in my car. And I've got to be at a high energetic level to overcome this frequency that I'm sitting in of quietness, because I'm trying to give you, a good environment to ride home in. And I'm like, I'm ready to go to sleep myself. So I have to, I can't force this shit. It's not like, I'm not like other drivers that have a disco ball in my car. Have you seen those drivers? They're so crazy. And they're playing fucking music. Like, they're keeping the party going from spot to spot. They're like a whole fucking tour. They're like a party train that you just got into. I'm like, dude, if I would have got into a car with that shit, I'd have been thrown up in your car. But I don't do that. I am near downtown, so yeah, I will. But I'm not going to turn on, hip hop music and get the crowd going. There's people coming from, dinners and performing arts, and they're meeting for, company fucking holiday, feast and shit like this. That's not the fucking vibe. And you guys think that the turn up vibe is like, turn up the music. Can you turn up the music? Can I see your aux cord? Yeah, that's another reason I don't fuck with people in the city. They want you to go through the fucking drive-through, and they want to tell you about, their sex habits and weird shit and what they just saw at the bar. I don't want to know. Please don't dump your shit on me. Please do not dump me. Anyways, I'm going to get dumped on. Nourish your physical being with good food and plenty of rest. And rest is the best, dude. Like, everyone is tired. We're just exhausted. Our body is emotionally and physically draining to be mental. You know what I mean? The mental capacity it takes to make it through a day just to keep your thoughts and your feelings to yourself hurts your body. Like, oh God. Have you ever gone to Walmart? And that's what I said earlier. Anybody that went out to an actual fucking grocery store today got knocked down, bro. I don't care who you are. There's so much energy going on. My daughter was really cool about it. She was all over that store with the best energy. And some lady came up to us and was like, do you know where the whipped cream is? My daughter's like, actually, there's a display over there. I was like, she's been all over the store. It was really helpful. It was really cute. I thought it was amazing how she just like walked the lady. But yeah, it's that day, and that's why you have to do it. It's like, you got to get all those last minute shit. Dude, did you guys see my post? I'm such a bitch, right? I found every fucking side in a microwave version, bro. Fuck that, dude. And that's what I told the kids, dude, we may have spent $70, but there's people spending hundreds of dollars right now on that meal. For reals. Oh, there's babies crying. Anyway, so you're tired, dude. Give yourself permission to sleep. And that's it, too. I'll be looking at the kids ready to cry. I'm so tired. They're not going to tell me to go to sleep. They're going to tell me to go to work every time. They're so good about that. They always tell me to be good. But, like, I have to tell myself, I got to sleep, bro. I just got to. I got to. And then it's the best sleep of my life. Like, earlier, I could not get up. I just can't. I'm like, get up. It's because your body is exhausted from from the experiences you're dealing with. Life is a lot to deal with. The fucking Safeway was a lot to deal with today. The fucking traffic in the snow. You're grabbing the wheel. You're tense. You're worried. All of that. It's emotional. It builds into your body, and you got the releases. I'm tired. Feed your mind with knowledge and wisdom. I don't sit around reading books and stuff, but I gotta tell you, all day long, my daughter and my son are teaching me shit that I never ever, but that's what they're doing all day. All day, they're watching the internet and they're taking in information. My son usually watches reviews, so that it's other YouTubers that are watching other content and they're reviewing it and giving their, you know what I mean? So like, they'll watch a video of something and then they'll pause and be like, this is what I think about it. So then they're always in this higher perspective of outside perspectives of what they're seeing. And then they'll come back and tell me some shit. I'm not sure what they told me right now because my head's all fucked up and they just be plowing me with it. But I must tell you, if they ever say, hey, did you know? You better ask your Holy Spirit if you want to know, because they know. They know. That's what they do all day. They just look, they're just putting in information into their head. They're not watching cartoons. My son he's barely playing the games, but usually when he puts on the freaking Xbox, it's only to watch YouTube. I hate it. I bought that thing for you to play, not watch. Anyways. And commit your soul to your true purpose rather than endless wheel of drudgery. And that's it. My true purpose is this. You know what I mean? This is what I'm really supposed to be doing, is healing and teaching. What I do to make money, I'm a gypsy, bro. Just look at it that way. I'm on a side quest. I like that one. That was so funny. There was this funny ass post. It's all that friend that that's unemployed that's always doing side quests. I mean, that's pretty much, if you just want an answer, that's your answer. I'm a gypsy. I'm a side hustler. I don't sell drugs though, you know what I mean? But I'm a priestess and I'm always, you know what I mean? I do all kinds of side hustles to keep my family alive while I serve God. And in doing so, it's not making, some people are not pleased with my actions. Many are not. If I knew a way to do it better, I would, but this is what God teaches me how to do. Take note of how you are feeding or neglecting each of these facets and give yourself what you need and not just what you crave. So what are we craving here? Are our bodies craving? Are our spirits craving? Or are our minds craving? And that's just it. Is your mind craving, you know what I mean, some kind of intellect? Is it craving some kind of stimuli? You know what a mind fuck is? It's when you sit with someone and have a conversation that's mind blowing, where there's a lot of interaction of, this is this, and but what do you think? And it's a lot of exchange of energy where you're putting your minds to it. It's attractive, to be honest. Somebody that's, intellectual, and you can have a real deep conversation, it's attractive. So that, is your mind craving content? Do you want to put something intriguing and something new in there? And that's usually what you're looking for on, your apps. You're always looking for something to put into you, right? You're always trying to refill yourself, put stuff into you. So that's what you're doing while you're scrolling. You're looking for something to put into your mind. After you're done with that, then you get up and you usually put something into your body. Oh, I need a snack. I'm bored. I'm this. I'm that. I got to tell you, that's the coolest thing. Is my son, before we left Mr. Plum's, that's all he would do. He would go from internet to refrigerator, internet to refrigerator, internet to refrigerator. It was like, holy shit. I mean, he's growing. He's almost my age, my size, and, he's growing a mustache and all kinds of shit. And he's fucking, he's got bigger feet than me and shit. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, bro, like, there's another, go a different direction than the refrigerator. So now he doesn't do that, but that's it too. It's like, it becomes, if you've ever tried to fast, it's just repetition. You walk to the refrigerator and you're like, what am I doing? What am I looking for? Why do I keep going to the refrigerator? So that's it too, is what do you put in your bodies after you're done filling your mind? And that's it too. My kids, they'll watch a bunch of shit, but then they need to snack. You know what I mean? Because they're putting all this stuff into their head, but they're processing it through all parts of their body, what they're seeing and how it makes them feel. Like even the jump scares. They like to watch jump scares where they're watching something and then something fucking scary jumps out of your face. That's too much emotional excitement for me. I'm like, how am I going to come down from that? Like, I just got scared. You know what I mean? That was a shockwave through my whole body. I need to breathe. You know what I mean? Like, I just got shocked. They're doing fun. They're taking on all of this, ups and downs and, roller coaster rides just on the internet. You know what I mean? Just putting stuff into their minds and into their bodies. How's their spirit feel at the end of the day? Do they have a free spirit, or their spirit's drained and beat down by what it's seen? And as I say that, I feel like that's where my daughter is right now. She's having a shitty birthday, and ultimately, I gotta be honest, no matter how you look at it, our situation isn't gonna provide her a happy birthday. No matter how hard I was gonna try, it was never gonna be a birthday like any other birthday. And even though I tried, my pebbles were not accepted with gratefulness, and we turned out having a big old fight about the money that was almost lost. We were able to retrieve the money, and it turned out into being a learning lesson. You don't just order stuff off of line without checking the reviews and making sure it's a legit store. You don't press buy twice. You know what I mean? We were able to it was some learning curves, but it came with the emotional outburst, because now we're faced with, chaos, and during chaos your innermost feelings come up. And at this moment, it's like, oh shit, you just lost all the birthday money, the little bit of birthday money I was able to scrounge together for you. What the fuck are we gonna do? Well, I should have a better birthday, and you shouldn't be doing all this God shit. I don't even believe in God. And it hurt, bro. No matter how you look at it, this whole situation hurts the ego. Because as much as I feel like I'm doing my best, it is definitely not good enough for them. And I have fought God, but it's all, I surrender to just the feelings of this, of shame and embarrassment and guilt and humiliation and misunderstanding. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm so grateful we have a room. We're not in our car. Please stop yelling at me, otherwise we're going to get kicked out and we're going to be put in our car on your birthday, because that's really where we are if we're not grateful. And so I had a really hard time before I got back on here, and we do have a hard life right now. But as we're fighting in here, and she's mad because we're mad because she almost lost almost $100, I step outside to cry, and there's kids outside in t-shirts and shorts, barefoot, that are as homeless as us. They're 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 3 and 2. The guy next to me has all beautiful little toddler girls, and they're also homeless. And as mad as I want to be at myself and at God, I can't be anything but grateful because fuck, thank God we're here and he gave us this for 5 days, and I guess I'm just not good enough to provide this on my own for some reason, and I don't know why I can't be what I used to be. It doesn't mean that I haven't tried with all my heart to gain back some sense of pride and stability for us. Everywhere I went, all I wanted to do was get a job and a house for us. And the only reason I have any peace is because I've stopped trying, but I'm still doing just that, is looking for work and looking for a place for us to live. Instead of trying to do it for the long term, I'm doing it every day now. It hasn't changed, it's just I changed my view on it. And that's where I'm at. It's like, at least we have this. And look, and that's what she doesn't see, the miracles, because she only sees what we used to have. And that comes back to Thanksgiving. And that's what they're trying to teach us, and it's not fair to be taught such lessons. It hurts, and they don't understand what it feels like in these moments. But I mean, we did get a miracle. I was down to the last bit of money, and we got blessed with some food stamps, so I was able to provide, whatever we wanted to eat. We weren't going to starve. We got a hotel for the next 5 days, even though I haven't been able to work. We had some money saved up or come through on the child support card that I gave all the way to her, so she was able to actually have something, because yesterday we had not too much. And I'm real grateful for everything of today, but in that moment of we may have lost it, we lost it. We lost our bearings. We lost the gratefulness of today and just looked at the scariness of tomorrow and how sad of where we've come from. And we got into a big fight, and she cut her hair. A whole Britney Spears moment went down here. We are Sagittariuses, and if you put us together, you put Lilith and Joan of Arc, it is very dangerous in here. And it got explosive. And it happens. We have the same blood, the same curses, the same life, and we're trapped in the same lessons. And we have the same fire burning inside of us. It was, we had a hard moment. But we're here now, and all we can do is go forward and be grateful. The money is all still there. She didn't lose it, and everything's okay. But we learned a really fucked up lesson. We had to pause for a really fucked up lesson to teach you guys what God's teaching us in our lives. And no, she doesn't believe in God. She doesn't agree with what I do. She wishes I would just be normal, like all of you do. She didn't ask to be born. She just thinks it's unfair that I can't do more. She can't wait to grow up and get out of my car, I guess at this point, or my house, and be free to be who she is and provide for herself. She's 14, just like we were, in a house that's not good enough, and she wants out, just like we were. I worked really hard to change their future so they wouldn't live like I did. But they are. They're living just like my other two. And I can't blame drugs or me or my mom or my husband's, or them, or the president, or the welfare system, or anyone but God. And as you see, I don't blame him. I just try to trust him. It's not easy. I'm trying to teach them something I don't know how to teach. I'm trying to teach them to walk in faith. And it's not easy for us. And I want you to know the truth of how hard it can be in a household like this when you're walking with God and people don't know God. They end up hating him for what he's doing in your life when you tell them it's him that's doing this. Careful of that. So, going back to this card, we needed to just chill because we had blown our minds, bodies, and spirits in the middle of a big fight. The three-headed dragon came out. For sure. Let's keep going, shall we? Again, when I pull the cards, it's only confirmation to what I've already been through. And maybe you're going through this, or maybe one day you'll have a teenager, or maybe you were the teenager, and you just need to heal this. I can see it from all angles, because that was me. That was most of us. Our parents weren't good enough, and they couldn't do enough, and we hated them for it. Didn't understand it, just wanted to fucking get the fuck out and do it our own way. I was 15 years old. I had my first child at 16. I was married. I married a drug lord. I had my first house at 16. It was a house for $250 in Mexico. I've been nothing but over independent since I was her age. I see myself in her. I see my mother. I see Marshall. I see us all. As she's screaming at me, I sit back, and as I'm screaming at her, trying to defend, and I'm trying. The little girl in me trying to say, please stop yelling at me. I'm trying my best. She wants me to be her mother, and all I am is a little girl at this moment. I don't know how to be a better mother. So let's see where I am in my dark artist after something like that. Hubris. There's a card we don't really pull much. Arachini. She's definitely in the beginning of this process. Let's see. She's the first one. Page 14. Weave a web of light or dark. The choice is free to make one's mark. Bragging is no fun to hear. Its shadow only throws up fear. By the power of the dark goddess in me, protection in place. Blessed be. As we're talking about bragging. They're really hitting us hard. Is it Saturday, bro? Fuck. This is a heavy ascension week. When you're this dark, when you go this dark, bro, you need to understand that you're like literally going to the core of the light. If you go in this dark to where you just really hate your life and you want to give up, you're almost there. Have you been spinning a web of deceit or become caught up in hubris that is your life? In truth, it's not easy for you, and instead of shining your light brightly, you've hidden your gifts and abilities. The problem is the scales have tipped, and there's no healthy balance. So now it seems you boast your greatness to anyone who will listen. Important to remember that nobody likes a show-off. Your bragging and excessive pride could lead to your fall. However, Arachini knows how you feel. Competing in this world is not easy, yet you have done well to promote yourself to the top of haughty superiority. As Arachini looks at you with her super skilled spider sight, only insecurities and self-doubt make an appearance. That's exactly what I said yesterday in my video. Your lack of one's confidence is clear to see, and it is the culprit behind your your pomposity. Time to untangle yourself from the sticky web. This goes back to the first card in the first video. Is this me? That's what it is. And Russ, I seen you. Russ got to see from the outside finally. Russ has been the guy forever. He's been the target for so long that he, you know what I mean? That this time he got to see from the outside what it looked like for someone to do what he does, to see it. Whereas all of us are on the outside watching him in his shadows. He got to see it from the outside. He got to see Wolfman doing it, exactly what he does. And that's how it was for Marshall and all of us as we watched you. We didn't watch you do stuff that we weren't. We just watched it. Didn't mean we didn't love you. And then in essence, it made us love you more because we saw ourselves in you. That's what I used to tell Marshall. I was like, stop. No, stop. That's what I told Marshall. I was like, do you see yourself? Does he remind you of yourself? Can you see your younger self in him as he acts? And that's it. We do. We see ourselves. We're mirrors of each other. But as far as, you know what I mean, Wolfman doing that whole show, he's like, damn, I did that to her too. Who did it better? Is what I heard. Nobody does it. I mean, in the essence, is like, that's what it was. And that's what I told him. I was like, you're just hiding behind your insecurities and, you know what I mean, your fucking material shit. We've seen this show before. Step down. Curtains up. Or curtains down. What is it? Curtain call? Why are we going through your album list? I heard that earlier. So we were in the encore. I was like, yeah, this is one hell of an encore. And I started jamming the songs. But then before that, you know what I mean? It's like, you really wrote the fucking songs for these times. Anyways, face your fear of spiders. Oh, that's funny. I watched a crazy video about spiders right before I went to sleep. There's some crazy spiders, man. We had a bug in our car, and the kids were freaking out, and I got to it, and I had to, like, literally use my hand. I've gotten so strong about it. Because, truthfully, yes, it might hurt you. Everything might hurt you. But try not to hurt it first, and you might be okay. And that's it. It's like, as far as killing them, I try my best. I don't know when the last time I killed a bug is and how I felt about it, but that's a soul. That's a soul. They got stuck in that bug form, and I don't know. Like, let them have their bug's life. I don't need to kill you. You already have a life. God's trying to show you something. Are you coming from a place of ego or from the heart? And that's it too, is he was like, I don't blame you guys. Because that's what we do. Are you peacocking me? It looks like it. Is it working? No. What's behind the feather? In the sense of, you try to boast yourself up. You try to blow yourself up to be bigger than you are so that you can sell yourself at the highest price. Here we go with the milk the cow fucking... I'm not. All the references. Don't try so hard. You will receive the recognition you deserve. And that's it too. It's like, I can't wait to tell you. And that's what you did, dude. You do, and that's what Russ saw. He saw the whole thing. He saw the trying go down. He saw you blow up. We all did. I was like, oh God, it's happening. So, somebody deflate him. It's like Violet from the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He's all full of himself. I was so disgusted with you yesterday. He is so full of himself. Where did I really lose it? He said, do you know what the numerology of Wolfman experience means? If you break them down into numbers, it means this, and the wolf and the man. Bro, we're neither one of those. We are a spirit. You are so caught up in the dynamics of the physicality that you're so blown up in your ego right now that I'm gonna die. And that was the video yesterday. I will not juice this guy. And Russ got to see how I felt about him. Watch me feel that way towards another, and what made me feel that way, and why I went that way, and how you know what I mean? He got to see the whole evolution of what we went through with me and another. Everybody else is like, how to lose a guy in 10 days. Bro, you lost me in the first you lost me at hello. No, it's that stupid thing you say, atrocious. You lack... It's okay. Lewis didn't go to school. You don't have to. I can't stand those TI motherfuckers that try to use words. Where does my sophisticated words come from because I've been in lots of positions of, front of house. I'm a public speaker. I've been in all kinds of them. I did go to college for that, but I am a speaker in general. So, doing a lot of reading and a lot of studying, you know what I mean? As far as public relations, customer service, I've always been a speaker, you know what I mean? And then when you're doing lots of work, you're reading lots of, you know what I mean, manuscripts where you start to, you read words that get put into you. It's not like, I'm searching for great words. They just come out, and it's because they're words that I've used and seen. You speak the way of, you know what I mean? You speak the tongue of your native land, is what they say. But when you come out here trying to use, you know what I mean? Do you call them on your dolphin phone, is what I heard. It's like, mi amo, your accent comes out all functified, in the sense of don't try so hard. You will receive the recognition you deserved. Be the real you. Weave your life constructively. A spider indicates his choices need to be made. Do not do that, please. I'm on a video. And what that means is like, again, be the real you. It's like, I know this is who I appear to be and who I've been and how I've been acting, but this really isn't me. And that's what people couldn't understand about the awakening. It's like, I just one day realized that this isn't me. And they didn't understand that. It's like, no, I get it. I know I talk this way, but that's not really who I am. What the fuck do you mean? I know that I act like that, but that's not really who I am. I just do these things. I'm trying to understand them and stop them. And I guess it was probably easier just telling people I was doing it, you know what I mean? I mean, you watched me do it, for those that got to witness it, and all will eventually, to do it on a mental level, you know what I mean, trying to understand the mental capacity, and then it was learning the body and how the body reacts, and then the spirit and how the spirit is and what it does. I had to learn how all of this works together. Weave your life constructively. A spider indicates choices need to be made. I'm sure you guys are pulling that Two of Swords a lot. All right, here we go. The exhibitionist, that's my Lewis. And that's it, he came here and he had great hopes to do all these things. And all my men look at him like, there he goes. Like, he is our athlete. But you know what he really is? He's our singer too. And that's where we all resonate. It's like, you can put him up there, but you can also bring him back down and put him on the mic just like us. He's just like us. Stop this. You put Marshall way up there, and then he's up there all alone, and you won't let him come down and hang out with us. Russ puts himself way on the outside. And that's it, too, is where do you place yourself, and why are you placed in such places? I tried to explain that with the Tree of Life. It's like Jesus does not stand between you and God. He is a medium to God for you. By understanding him, you understand God. And that's the same with Buddha and all of this stuff. Same with whoever. But that's it. It's like, you don't have to go through him. And that's what he said. You don't have to go through the priest. You don't have to go through the temple. You don't have to do these things to have a relationship with your God. The exhibitionist just means, you know what I mean, where do you stand on this totem pole of bullshit? In the matrix. What's your matrix job? Where's your position in the matrix life? In the game of life is what it is. It's just a game. You win some, you lose some. It's a roll of the dice. Right? Right. You can't tell Lewis that. Winning. Duh. Arachne was the most gifted weaver who challenged Athena. Oh, this is a great story. Talent she had, but her attitude much to be desired. Realizing this, Arachne took her own life in shame. Athena brought her back as a spider so Arachne could do what she truly loved, to weave forevermore. And that's it. It's like, are you going to run in shame? Many have. It's like, run away with your tail between your legs. I didn't know I was sent out to destroy you. I didn't try. I thought I was sent out to love you, and you were going to love me back. It happens that way. If you watch me long enough, I never know that I'm only on the job. I think the job is to love you, and you're going to love me back, and that's how I treat every single fucking person. It's not how I'm treated, though. Anyways, whatever. It's just how I'm built. Hubris. We got some serious healing done in that. I cried. Did you cry? All right, well, then you're not very good at healing, because that should have brought up some emotions. You never been a teenager and hate your parents because they don't know how to fucking be better? Do they blame it on God? I don't know. Let's keep going through the darkness, because we're just all up in the mix. What do I have? Spiritual growth. We did those. What is that? Yeah. Let's do our Liliths. Let's do our Lilith. As if. Black Moon Lilith. Let's see. Yeah, it's only like 5 o'clock somewhere. I still have to figure out if I'm going to go and work or what we're doing with the rest of our day after we just got towered in the middle of a fucking spiritual video. And that's it. The healing comes whenever. You can't control it. It's like, oh, we're gonna blow into chaos right now. We're gonna blow into our feelings and have a whole meltdown right now and talk about old shit right now. We're gonna just go at each other about some old ass shit because we're triggered about what just happened. You know, that's healing. It just happens. You're like, and I'm pretty sure it happens. We were the probably only, we thought we were going to get away with not fighting on the holidays? How great is that? Alright, what's blocking our light? Mary Magdalene. The divine loyal goddess. That's an interesting. Mary Magdalene was the only one that believed Jesus. Everybody listened to him so that they could, they breathed in the spirit. But to truly believe in him, they didn't truly. When he said he was coming back, they didn't believe him. They could believe only so much, but they couldn't believe that. And even after he came back, they didn't believe. And that's why we're still telling the story, to make you believe. They had all the proof. It really happened. She believed in him. And as I'm seeing it, it's like, I believe in my twin flames. I have no reason to believe in them but what God has told me. And though it hasn't come from their mouth, again, I don't need to go through them to get to God. God told me who they are and why they're here and why I should believe in them. But you look at them and you're like, I can't believe this shit. And that goes back to Wolfman. Quit showing me, and that's all of them. They show me who you are and who you're meant to be. But then I gotta look at who you are right now. And as I screamed at him, I'm not gonna wait for an egg to hatch or it to die in its shell. Meaning I have no patience in my belief. I mean, in the sense, I want, it's my way and I want it now. I'm not waiting for you to heal. You need to heal. I'm gonna put you under the light. But that's what I saw. It's like, she believed, and she was just, she believed more than anybody else. And because she believed, more than anyone else, she was closer than anyone else. And that goes, I'm seeing me and Marshall. It's like we're closer to each other because we understand each other. There's no, It's just like we believe. I believe in you. You believe in me. We believe the shit that's happening. It's unbelievable. Can you believe this shit? That's why we're so close. It's like, you know what I mean? He believes. He's seen too much. He's witnessed. And I don't even think I needed to prove it to him. I didn't never need to prove it to him. I think he was always a believer. He believed in me since I sent him my first couple of messages and songs. That's what he said. He said, you're a good songwriter, but you need to work on your delivery. Here I am. My delivery has gotten no better. That's why I said, have you ever called someone a camera? Anyways, I'm going to put my crown on. My crown's falling. 19. Chickadee check. I went to Phoenix on 17. Black Madonna. Here we go. Fodi and Fodi 1. Mary Magdalene is venerated in modern days as biblical deity for her loyalty to Jesus and the deep spiritual understanding she had of his teachings. And that's it. And he's not the only one. He's not the only one. Royce watches and believes. He doesn't question. Logic watches and believes. He doesn't question. They believe. They don't question. They're just watching. They're just trying to absorb it. It's hard to believe. But they don't lack belief. They're just trying to wrap their head around it. And they got big heads. They do. They believe. When this oracle card appears, loyalty and understanding from others is coming into your life. Relationships are a delicate art of balance and respect and honesty. And that's what I mean. He knows that I'm literally lost inside of here. I am just a soul in here having a crazy experience. He's known it for so long because I would cry to him about my experiences.
I don't know why I think this way. I don't know why I feel. I'm just in here. I'm just the light. You know, he knows that I'm literally just a soul in here. He knows that I'm the soul that I say that I am. He knows that, you know, they know. I don't know if they always knew, but, you know, if the belief came later. What does Russ know? Russ knows. He just, and that's it. It's like, no, you can't believe it. I can't believe this. All right. And that's where that conversation with that guy started when I told him I was Lilith. He's like, you're asking me to believe something that to go against my belief that I've believed all my life. I was like, I know. I'm asking you to break in your mind open and believe in something bigger than what you've been told. Can you believe that that I was here first and now I'm here? That I was the one that gave mankind the knowledge and wisdom, and now I'm here to take it back and let you see your way back? Can you believe any of this? I can't make you, and I can't force you, and I don't know, you know, I know why you can't believe it, because it's not in your head. You can't believe something you've never seen or been told or witnessed. But for them, they've been with me since the beginning. For a very long time. It's almost 3 years now. And again, Marshall, I'd been talking to for years. Some of them have been even longer than that. You are now realizing the importance of choosing the right people in your life. You are responsible for anyone or anything that is draining you. And that's what I said. I was like, no, I'm not bringing you into our energy. And that was it. They got to learn a lot of lessons. You know what I mean? They see what happens when I try to live life. And they can reflect on their own lives. It's like I have no life, and then God gives me life, and look at what happens in life. That's all it is. It's like, oh my God, God gave her a guy? Who's this guy? They all, you know, ruffled up their feathers and shit, but then they watched. Well, what happens? And it's like, and then when it gets to it, it's like, no, I don't want this guy. I don't want a new play toy. I don't want a project pet. I don't want someone that acts like this. And ultimately, what I reflected to them is the way they feel about women in their lives. They don't want what I don't want. And that's what I said, is all we're going to figure out is what we don't want. Who the fuck knows what we really want? And that's it. I had to get what I wanted, only to discover, no, I don't really want this. And that's it. Thanks, Garn. Thanks. You're responsible for anyone or anything that is draining you. Now is the time for you to take responsibility for the people, places, and things in your life in order to make a change. That was me too. That's what I said in the video. I was like, you're going to have to stand in front of God and be judged for your actions and your words. You know what I mean? You did this. You brought these people in. You said this. You wanted this in your life. And it came into your life, and this is how you acted. You know what I mean? And I told you they were mad at me for being ungrateful. They were not mad. It's just, you know, it's just a review. But you can feel it. And they don't make you feel it. You just feel it. Because they don't really care. They're just showing you what the, you know what I mean? It's time to sit down and look at this. Now's the time to take responsibility for the people, places, and things in your life in order to make changes. Mary Magdalene is here to teach you that you must fill yourself up first before you can give. And that's it too. That's what I said. He's jumping from bed to bed. But he's just like, and that's it too. Bobby got to see it, all of them. You're just another version of them. We needed an outside perspective. As a team, I suppose. Be discerning about, and you're like, what? I told you, be careful. You're getting into a whole big thing. This is a universal fucking game. And you just got walked into the fucking courtyard. I don't know who you people are, but God brings you in, and you know, you have no idea what you're in. This is a whole spiritual warfare going on over here. Be discerning about who you, that's why I'm like, damn, another one, we ate you up. And that's it too, like, there's no outsiders going to come in. I said that a long time ago. The energy of these, of what we work with, there's nothing going to break our energetic fields. We will be provided helpmates to get us along the way. But nobody's coming into this. You can't destiny swap this. We can't get off of this ride. There's no leaving it. Kanye will be who Kanye is meant to be. He will come back. They all will have to fucking fulfill it. You can keep running, but you can't hide. The Mary Magdalene Oracle card is about ending any rifts, strife, or discord you have been experiencing with others. She was reminding you that loyalty should only be given to those you trust. Yeah. We talked about all of this. Catch my other videos. In the New Testament, Mary Magdalene is known for witnessing the crucifixion of being the first to see Christ when he resurrected from the dead. And that's it. They talked. Just as, you know what I mean? Just like the Prince of Troy talked to his wife. When it happens, this is what you do. Why are you telling me these things? Because Troy will fall. And that's it. He told her, they will kill me. And when it happens, this is what you do. He prepared her for what was to come. And she believed him. She didn't want to accept it. What do you mean you're going to die? I'll be back. What do you mean you're going to die? I'll be back. And that's Achilles. I'll find you. In this life or the next. Okay. Oh, God. Sorry. Moments in time. In the 6th century, Mary's role became shrouded in sexual sin by Pope Gregory I, who started the belief that she was a fallen woman and shamed sex worker because she came off the street. She was a street woman, and they called her a street woman. And by that time, the street woman had a definition, so she fit the definition. She was just a woman that was guided by her spirit. She knew of this man. There is no record of the scriptures, and in 1969, the church admitted that they were incorrect in these beliefs. All right, listen to this. The 6th century until 1969, the church, the Catholic Church, and Christian followed the lead, lied for all those years until the awakening in 1969. What is 69? Balance. What is 1? New beginnings. What is 9? The Christ consciousness. Truth will come. It's all timed. It's all on a timer, ready to explode. The turkey's gonna pop. And that's it. They got away with it for how long? The truth will prevail. She was yet another misjudged divine feminine deity in the Bible. And that's me, since the beginning of time. And here I am at the end of time. I had to come to the very end to clear up the beginning. Like Lilith, who was used to keep women subjugated with shame and fear. A plethora of books, films, and theories have developed around the legend of Mary Magdalene. It is theorized that she was a powerful leader in Jesus' spiritual moments. I'm being guided to say this, even though I hesitated. One of the people that I met within the last week from the past hotel, when I told her I was a reincarnated soul, she said, I'm of the bloodline of Mary Magdalene. And I didn't deny her. The same woman that I anointed. The same woman that asked me why I killed the babies. Who are you? Have you woken up to who you might possibly be? Can you believe that imagination that's telling you who you are? Well, this is speculation. Mary Magdalene's story is one of the empowering feminine leadership and unwavering loyalties. And after I spoke with her, I asked her, did you read the Gospels of Mary Magdalene? And she asked me if I saw the movie. I was like, no. But in the sense of, she continued the priesthood. That means she had her own priesthood. And I was thinking about that too. Wolfman's running to Italy. I was like, the Strega won't help you. They fell to me to begin with. I am the Strega. I am the Strega. And you're talking about Aradia, the Gospel of Aradia. I teach all of that. You can't hide in a place of religion where God isn't. There isn't a place where my God doesn't live. You can't hide from God. You think that he's not there because they praise a different God, but their God must bow to our God, who art in heaven. Hallowed be his name. And it is important to heal and practice balance in your devotion. Your radical self-love will allow you to help and give to others. We talked about this too, is like, keeping, that was the last card, is, you can't give somebody anything from an empty cup. I am depleted. I have nothing to give because I'm, and that's it. I'm being drained from everything. They're pulling the plug on me. Everything that I have to give is being flushed out of me so that they can give me more to be give. It is the giving season. I just want to point that out. And I need more to give. But in the sense of, they're telling you to, your loyalty. They're telling you, these messages are intense.
If we go back to both these videos, these are intense. That's why I'm like, are we on Saturday? Did Saturn just do something today? I mean, seriously, these are intense shadows that we are facing on a fucking Wednesday. Is it the holiday? Today, just kidding. I'm gonna put these away because we're getting. I want to get out of the dark a little, just a fucking little. Holy shit. And that's it. It's like self-love and self-care. I can't work if I don't feel well. I can't provide. I can't be happy when I don't feel well about what's going on. My mind is weak. My spirit is weak. My body is weak because of what I'm experiencing. What am I experiencing? A lot of emotional turmoil, ups and downs. I said it in the video. Alchemical transformation, real extreme highs and real extreme lows, hot flashes. You're followed by fucking... You know what I mean? Fucking the shivers. You feel like you're gonna fucking throw up. You have migraines. You fucking think you might be on your period or have COVID. Like, I can't work like this. I can't think like this. I can't love like this. I can't even fucking live like this. I just want to die. And I told you it happens. I didn't know it was gonna happen to me right after I told you it happens. Anyways, let's pull out the tarot. Let's get some clarification courses. Let's clarify this bullshit. That's all I do all day is clarify the bullshit that God's talking about. Anyways, I don't like to do it because it looks weird. Like, I feel like don't get me wrong, I have chunky hands, chubby hands, but I feel like they look weird when I do this like this. Oh, cards are falling. Should we take them? Do you want them? It's probably a fucking tower. Oh, it's strength. No, it's our Emperor and the Messenger of Cups. Ew. Our Emperor is coming to go. Do you want the real deal or just the little one? Let's keep it little, because truthfully, I don't even know where it is. Alright, fine! You see my sacred masculine? I just want to point out he is a Native American. He is Chief so-and-so, and we'd be puffing the magic dragon. That was a good one. I love you. I work with all the Native Americans. It is Native American History Month. It's almost the last day of it. You know. Anyways, hey, do you see my hawk? Beautiful, right? Beautiful. Alright, let's talk about it. I went to the Queen of Pentacles. Have a holly jolly Christmas and shit. That's not what this is. Yeah, that comes from here. I get a deeper description from this book. Do you want this one? This one's really weenie. It's not the High Priestess. It's the Sacred Masculine, the Emperor. Sacred Masculine? Sacred Masculine. You want to talk about card numbers again, douchebag? God, I can't stand you. Action, expansion, growth. The Cosmic Father. The powerful life-giving energy of the masculine aspect of the Creator. Is that what you think as an Emperor? Oh, you think you, the Aries, are this? You are the Cosmic Father? Get on my face. I can't stand you. This is the spark of the active life-giving principle. It's an energy, not you. Dork. Dork. In essence, yeah, I guess Aries is the spark of the wheel. Sorry, you ignore me. This card represents a level of emotional strength, the devotion of the spiritual warrior. That's what we said, the woman warrior. We just pulled this. Go catch my first video. Part 1 of All in That Guts. And provide... turkey neck. A provider and a protector. This energy activates and ignites, and you are being asked to empower yourself and others. That's what I'm trying to do. But really, I'm disconnected from my masculine, meaning, whatever. Abusive and controlling. Yep, we were using our words and trying to control the situation. Lacking confidence. Yeah, dude, she made me feel real small. I'm a fuck-ass parent. I'm a fuck-ass parent in her eyes, and I know I am, and I can't deny it. I agree. But please don't make me feel bad about it. I'm just trying to do what God tells me. I don't believe in God. Damn it, this is really hard. Please, please, God, help this situation, because this is fucked up. It was very abusive and very controlling. It was. Have you ever met Sagittariuses? We're dangerous. Messenger of Cups. Fine, we'll keep it in the little one. So this is our current energy. This is our work at hand. We need some love. And that's it. My heart is broken, and it's not receiving or giving at this moment. Maybe that's not what this says, but that's really how it's true, is if you're not flowing, if you're not giving love, you're not receiving it. And I knew that as soon as I was being a bitch last night. Messages from the water element. Uh-oh.
Could be a water sign. The unconscious and subconscious. What does it mean? It's your fucking feelings. Your intuition. Is this the messenger? Yeah. Intuition, dreams, and sensitive. The unconscious and subconscious. Notice your dreams and follow intuition. The third eye is opening. A deeply emotional person. Yeah, we're very emotional. Everyone is. It's the holiday. Are you not in your fucking conscious and subconscious about how you feel? Have you gone outside and seen a twinkle of light? Have you seen the snow? Have you heard of Christmas music? Do you feel like a kid and you're not getting your fucking tree and everything? Or do you feel like you need to cut the tree and fill the fucking presents and you're about to drown in the fucking season? I know, man. I was fine before I took a nap and I woke up in this shit. I didn't feel like it. I went to bed very grateful. I was so happy. We had just bought all this food for Thanksgiving. I had a good meal. The kids were playing. I thought I gave her the credit card so she could buy stuff while I was sleeping. I thought everything was good. I woke up and everything was not good. But we can make it better. Alright, reverse possibility is drama, feeling vulnerable and creative blocks. That's what just happened. We had hella drama. I'm feeling very vulnerable and I'm creatively blocked. I can't leave the house right now with us feeling all vulnerable like this. Just leave my kids all cold and broken after a big blow up and go jump in my car and act like everything's okay and try to make money. I'm blocked. I don't know what to do. And that's it too. It's like, what am I supposed to do? I can't run from this. There's nothing I can do. And that's where my divine masculine, I can't go be a man right now. I can't provide for us right now. I'm all in my bitch ass feelings. I feel like a total fucking bitch right now. I feel this fucking big. Did she mean to? A little bit, because that's how we feel. It's nothing wrong with her projecting how we feel and her being honest about our life sucks and we're poor. And we should have better lives. And she don't believe in God. Why should I be mad about that? It's how she feels. And it's the truth. It's her truth and my truth. I just don't feel that way about it. But I have to accept how she feels. And when I do step into her feelings, I'll feel terrible too about our lives. But don't make me show you what our lives could be. And that's where I told her, I was like, do we need to go back to the car so you can see how bad it could be? At least we're here. We have all this food. We have a great place. You have internet. And she was not grateful. But neither was I. Because we want what we had. And so much more. And that's human. If you feel ungrateful on Thanksgiving, then you're human. And I'm sorry. It's a hard feeling. We can't make it go away. We can't pretend like we don't feel this way. We know we're supposed to be grateful, and we look for the things that we are grateful, and we stay focused on those things. And that's what I'm trying to do. And that's what I was screaming at her. At least we have this and this. No, but what about all this? I know I don't have any of that. But at least we have this. Please be grateful for what we have before we lose this too. If you're not grateful, he'll take it away. And that's what I was saying. We're gonna get kicked out of here if you keep screaming like this. We're gonna end up in the car. You can't scream like this. Why does she scream? Because that's what we do when we're emotional. It outbursts. It comes out of us. However it can. We all raise our voice. You're not crazy because you're screaming and crying. You're emotionally explosive, and that's okay. Because your emotions are real. How you feel right now is real. It's not really that bad. I know you feel that bad, but what's happening right now isn't that bad. That's the difference. Your feelings are that bad, but what's happening isn't that bad. Welcome, new people. I haven't done these kind of videos. I used to do them 3-4 times a day. You'd never know when I'd just break into crying and tell you how vulnerable and shattered my life is and been and how hard and scary it is. And that's why I'm always screaming, fuck you, love and lighters. You have no idea how dark it's been. And that's why there's so much respect and admiration for me, because they've watched me do this. It just hasn't been done for quite some time. And that's what I mean about when I got put in my shadows. As soon as I would stop crying from one thing, pick my head up, have a cigarette, it would be another one where I just had to fall there and feel the feelings of how fucked up it is to be alive and have faith and hope and try to alchemize it into betterness. It's been a long time. Grateful to be here and show you how it's done. I didn't get good at it. I used to scream and again, I'd say mean things to people. I'd hurt them. I'd get in my feelings and see their faces about what was happening and what we were dealing with, and I'd take it out on them, and I would be her with my twin flames. It's been a great show. Why are we doing it? Why is God doing this? Because He's trying to show you through us. We are His messengers. We're here to show you the healing and how it really is and how ugly it is and what it really feels like to go through the dark night of the soul, to go through your flesh to get back to your soul, and how bad the flesh hurts. Congratulations, welcome. Anyways, so there's our spiritual work at hand. We might as well do this. Since we're doing a little book, I'll do the whole spread. Next two cards indicate the environment. As we're trying to... Oh, yeah, of course. The Nine of Wands and the Ten of Swords. I can hear him. What the fuck is this, Sagittarius? This is my life. What the fuck are you talking about, bitch? But wait, it will get better. Alright, let's talk about it. For those that know cards, they're like, oh, God. Oh, God. I told you, we're going through the darkness, the dark pits of our soul, where it hurts the most, dude, where things need to be healed and released, where we hurt, where we're scared, where we're mad, where we're angry. It needs to come out. It's not bad that we feel these ways. It needs to come out. We need to be heard about how we feel. It's just, that's what it calls for. That's what God does. He pushes you to push all this shit out of you. Clean your chakras is what it's called, and I told you it's fucking painful. I think I'm literally missing this card. I really am. Unless it's in my book. I'm serious. You're like, what? I had a page missing in this book, and I kept it for the longest, but now it's missing, and it's actually this page. So we have to read it out of the big book. Synchronicities, right? That's what happened. Nine of Wands. I'm almost done, guys, and then we'll try to reestablish our lives from there, or just eat cake. I did get her a cake. She got a cake she never got before at the store. She got a tres leches cake, you guys. And when I was laying there, she just freaking got a spoon, her and the kid. Give me the cake. Where's the cake so I could show them what you did with it? She just started eating the topping off of it. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It's your birthday, and it's your cake. You do whatever you want with that fucking thing. So this is what they did when I fell asleep. I was like, I don't care. It's your birthday. If you want to stick your face in it or shove his in it, that's cool too. Seriously. I mean, just don't make a mess. Alright, Nine of Wands is resilience. You've been knocked down and picked yourself up so many times. You were tired of it. And that's what I said. I'm fucking sick and tired of this. I am ready to die. I do not want to live another day. I am so tired of this life experience. Hey, guys, I'm almost done. Please. Now you face another setback. Though you feel at the end of your tether, you will find inner reserves of strength, so don't give up. And that's what I told you. This is our environment. We're going in. You take one step forward to take 10,000 backwards. 10,000 leagues under the sea, which means we're all in our feelings, in our subconscious and conscious, and that's what the holidays bring. We're in it, bro. Win it. Don't run from it. Let it fucking finally come up and out. You're gonna word vomit. Your feelings are gonna... Don't put alcohol on it, because you might say something you do not really feel, or you will regret. You must be in control of your mouth, and so you must be able to speak, Be patient, stand strong, and you will triumph. Put your faith in the resilience of your inner spirit. That's it, is trust. I know that this is all happening for a reason, and everything will be okay. I have no control over what's happening. I'm going to do what, and that's that masculine. I am much a masculine energy, but I can't move until my spirit tells me, until I have the okay from my feelings, until my feelings move, until I feel like I can move. That's what it means. I was bitching about that yesterday. It's like, if you're not a divine masculine, if you're not driven to move, you can't just move in any direction. You have to be driven by your spirit. Otherwise, you don't have drive. This card can indicate recovery from a debilitating illness or release from a frightening or worrying situation. Well, I told you I got out of spiritual jail. This card can indicate,
It's not frozen anymore.
in a relationship, you've been hurt more than once, and it's made you weary. Be aware that you've been looking for love in all the wrong places and hooking up with the wrong kind of people over and over again. And that's what happened. And there's nothing wrong with that. And that's what I said in the video. I like these guys. I'm bringing, like attracts like. If I change my likes, then I will attract different guys. I just have to admit what I like about them and create something like them that's not like them. And that's it. It's like you start to, imagine your wardrobe, right? You have your closet and you're like, okay, it's spring cleaning. Maybe you'll do it on January 1st, whenever you do it. You're like, all right, I'm going to clean this bitch out. You're going to pull everything out. Some of it you're going to keep. You're like, I'll like this and I'll use this with some new pants. This is my sweater since, this is the hoodie I've had for 15 years. I'll put this with some new pants and some new shoes and it'll be a new outfit. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it is understanding. I was mad at them. You keep sending me these guys and they're like, you like them though. You're right, I do. But what do I like about them? Let's figure it out so I don't keep getting the same package deal. I want to remake this package. And that's all it was, but it was not easy. As you see, it's a whole life experience for you to learn a lesson. Like, did you learn your lesson? Yeah. Oh, messages from the water element. Unless you show yourself... Okay, sorry. A reverse possibility. Your abstinency and refusal to compromise has put you in a position of having to defend something indefensible. And that was me. I told you, I got in trouble. I wouldn't submit. I refused to surrender to that he was what I wanted. I refused to surrender. But it wasn't so much to him, but I saw that I had kept doing this. They showed me that it didn't matter who he was. I kept dismissing any possibilities. Unless you can show some strength of character and admit you were wrong, you stand to lose a lot more than you imagine. I mean, was I wrong in getting this guy? That's what they keep showing me the video too. I haven't seen it today. They spent all day. You know what I mean? Do you know what an interrogation is? Where you just literally sit there and they just keep asking you questions over and over about the same shit until you snap and you're supposed to say something. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? This is the truth. What do you want me to say? They keep pushing you to say something that didn't really happen. Did I miss something? Was there a fucking crime that happened against him that I missed? That they want to, you know what I mean? That I'm not, and that's what I said. They're like, because I'm not apathetic about my show. And they did show me that. It's like, you said you were being nice on him. What worse could you have done to this man? I could have done a lot worse. That's what I said. But they're like, that's it. It's like, unless you can show some strength of character and admit you were wrong, you stand to lose a lot more than you imagine. Did I cross a line with this guy? I don't think so. I don't know. If I did, they won't let it go. I promise you that. They won't let it go. They won't let it go. You feel alone and isolated. Relationships never seem to work out, and you must look to yourself for the cause. It's my fault. I'm unaccepting of your bullshit. I'm unaccepting. No, I don't want none of that. Don't keep repeating the same destructive patterns, and that's it. I blocked him. I told you, I did exactly what I do. This is all in my videos. Depending on the surrounded cards, the Nine of Wands reverse can indicate ill health, physical or mental. I told you, I'm not feeling well. And I'm mentally fucking not dealing with it. Why? Because I'm in my Ten of Swords. It only gets worse. This is the environment that's going on around me. What is the Ten of Swords? Ruin. The Ten of Swords represents a sudden and unexpected disaster. Whether this is a physical or mental health or mental illness or related to a relationship, betrayal, failed project, or another misfortune, it crushes you. It seems as though all hope has been snatched away. You have hit rock bottom. And that's where they tried to make it seem like, is like, we finally sent you one and you fucked it up. Now what are we supposed to do? I don't know. I don't care. Fuck it. I give up. I don't care. I'm ruined. That's what I told Lewis. I'm doomed in love. They'll figure it out, or let me go. I don't care. I'm indifferent. I don't care. I don't care. Why didn't you make it work? I don't know. And that's where it came back to. Why didn't I make it work with Bobby? Why didn't I make it work with Russ? Why didn't I make it work with Lewis? Why did I be mean to Lewis and Allie? Why did I be mean to fucking Marshall? That's it. They're just persecuting me for all of everything I've ever done. However, the worst has happened, and the waiting and speculation are over, and this can bring a sense of relief. Death is a symbol for change and endings in the tarot, and all endings are new beginnings. Told you. And all deaths is a rebirth. This is a death transformation and rebirth you are now witnessing. How long does it take? Usually not this long. So I'm like, what the fuck are we doing in the middle of the week? This is a big one. We're going through a big one, guys. That's what I said. Did you hear me cry? Yep, twice. It might not feel like it, but you have reached a turning point, and that's it. I realized there was nothing wrong with you, but my ego and my resolve. I should have fought for Bobby. He was good. He was worth fighting for. I should have fought. Russ didn't want me to fight for him. The more I fought for him, the more he fought me. He really didn't want anyone to fight for him. He really didn't want it. I fought for Allie. I fought for all of them, but I didn't fight for Bobby, and that was because of my ego. And truthfully, I gotta be honest, my love for him would have set him free from that. If he really got to a place when he knew how much I loved him, he would have walked away. But I was unstable, and I couldn't give it to him. I would just give him, you could have got breadcrumbs. I was breadcrumbing him. All of them. I can only give you so much because I was afraid what would happen if I gave you too much. That's what it really is. It's like, and that's why you came in. You were just him in another version of it, because I wouldn't face him. He's been calling to me, and my heart's been calling to him since I got back here. But I wouldn't call him. I wouldn't break my ego. I wouldn't just face him. I got one call out of jail. I was allowed to make one call in spiritual jail. And all they kept telling me is, you need to reach out to him. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. And that's it. It had really nothing to do with you. You were just an undercover agent. Agent Orange is what I heard. That's not funny. You know what the orange chakra is? Anyways, it might not feel like it, but you have reached a turning point, and this is a final ordeal, the darkest hour before the dawn. And that's what I learned. It's like, what am I learning from this? Stuff you don't understand. It's stuff that I'm having a hard time to understand, but makes sense. All right, the Ten of Swords reverse shows that a terrible burden has afflicted you, are beginning to lift. This may be a slow process, but you now have survived the worst, and the worst is behind you. And that's it too. It's like, we're slowly getting out of homelessness. We're slowly getting our money together. We're slowly getting these things together, but don't fuck it up and be ungrateful. Don't push me to be more than I can. Can't you see I'm doing my best? I can do better. I know you think I can do better. I do too, but God won't let me do better. You will have to act to make this happen. However, the relief will only be temporarily. You must want to help yourself, and this involves stop thinking of yourself as a victim. That's it. It's like, and that's what I mean, is like, as soon as I was feeling sorry for us and our family and our fucking holiday and her birthday and our situation, I promise you, if I took this phone outside, and I can't do that because I'll show everyone where we are, there's a whole bunch of, I almost want to take you down. The hotel provides, when you get a hotel voucher under our circumstances, they provide meals. You're entitled to breakfast, and then they serve dinner. So when you go down there, you see all the families and all their children. They don't have jackets. They're not, you know what I mean? You can see that they're not prepared for the snow. You wonder where they come from. They have many years. You don't know if they have many years you don't know. We know where we came from. We came from a beautiful house with beautiful things, a beautiful life. We're only here for a while, and we will have a beautiful life again, but what about these people that are here with us? If you want to help yourself, this involves stop thinking of yourself as a victim, and that's what hit me as soon as I went out there. It's like, how can I be so ungrateful? How can we be so ungrateful? How can we be so ungrateful when they don't, their holiday meal will come delivered tomorrow, and who knows what it'll be, but they'll eat it and be grateful that they have a meal and a place to stay. And that's where I am too. I'm so grateful that we fucking pulled this off. That we'll have a fucking holiday meal. She had a birthday cake. I had a little bit of money. An actual $100 is totally sufficient for a fucking 13 or 14-year-old. That's what we gave her, $100. She got $100 to spend on whatever you want. I mean, yeah, I would have liked to do so much more. But it is okay. At my age, that was grand. Your grandma will send you $10 in the fucking mail. That's what I remember. But anyways, and that's it. It's like, I know, dude. I know what we were. And I know what we are, but it's not. Just believe in what we can become and trust, fucked. I know you don't believe in God. Just give me a chance. And it's the truth, guys. I have everything against me. She's not always, but she is entitled. It's her birthday. I'll cry if I want to. I'm going to cry on my birthday, too. I'm going to miss my mom. I'm going to wish my mom was here too to make it better. Just how we feel. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. Healing. What's the outcome? 8 of Cups. We're all in our feelings. I just want to stay quiet. I was like, what is this? Introspection. 4, 5, Queen. What's this? 7. Pathfinder. Deep down, you have changed and become dissatisfied with your life. Some soul searching has revealed that you need to discover a deeper meaning, to find yourself and become the person you want to be. This may mean leaving behind material security, an old relationship, things you previously desired, but which no longer bring fulfillment. This is a journey into the unknown and will take great courage. You may even move to a new place or country. Like the Hermit, this card can also mean withdrawing from the outer activity to seek greater self-awareness within. This is what it leads up to, and I told you in my last video, I was like, I'm not going to be surprised if we don't pull the Hermit card. Because it's the truth. I already see what's coming. That's what makes me a psychic. I know where this goes. We just have to go with it. It's just a moment. I know where this goes, and that's why I try to teach you. That's why I come to you with these messages. I'm not a love reader. I'm here to tell you what the spiritual healing is that's around us and what it's calling for and where it goes. I show you how I handle it, and I pray that you have a better grasp on how to do it after you've seen it done. That's all. That's all, folks. Reverse meaning. You're refusing to walk away from a situation or relationship that is not working. In your heart, you know you need to act, but while part of you wants to explore new horizons, another part of you is afraid to do in doing so because of what you might lose or what other people might say. Oh, man. I mean, I walked away from that guy, and and that's it. It's like, you could have made this work. You could have worked harder at this. This could have worked. No. If I was going to do that kind of work, I should have done it for somebody that meant more to me. And that's what I learned. So when are you going to do the work for someone? When is somebody worth it? When are you going to throw yourself out there to give yourself? You know what I mean? When are you going to stick by someone's side instead of leaving every time it gets hard? I'm in some deep shit. It's time to face the truth. You are not happy or fulfilled, and you are suffering. You need to devote some attention to your own needs, your own dreams, and your own happiness. Not a frivolous, superficial manner, but on a deep spiritual level. And that's for all of us. That goes to you too, Wolfman. We're just the same. You know what I mean? Those cards, no matter how you look at it, the messages, you want to project them that this is for you, ladies and gentlemen. But even then, I have to sit back and say, what is this? What part of this is for me, God? I know that this is for me too. And that's what you need to do, buddy. You need to devote some time and attention to your own needs, your own happiness, and not a frivolous, superficial manner, but on a deep spiritual level. And that's what you tell these people they need to do, but you're not doing it. As you're sitting in your hotel rooms, filling yourself with, you know what I mean, filling your ego, and, take it easy, Violet. Here comes the violet flame, is what I heard. And that's for the rest of you guys. We've talked about this before. And this is Bobby. Bobby, are you ready to leave her? Russ, are you ready to leave her? Fuck. I don't want to mention the other ones because they're not ready. I can see what they're doing. This is harsh. It's not working. And that goes back to the situations in your jobs. Are you ready to get off of work? Are you ready to leave? Are you ready to walk away from it? I know you lose a part of yourself and everybody that was connected to it, but you'll find yourself again and you'll be connected to something new. And that's why I said I don't care. If it, that's what my you know what I mean, my detachment to the outcome. It's like, I don't believe that he was the only one. There's a million. You can find me another one. You can find me another one. I know there's another one. I'm not going to just give up on, you know what I mean, on me because I think you're the only one. You're not happy or fulfilled and you are suffering. That's what I kept trying to do for Russ. I really wasn't, I got so past the fact of ever even, you know what I mean, touching him or anything. At that point, it's just, I can feel and see you're suffering so bad. Just leave then, Russ. Jump on a plane. I'll help you. We'll figure this out, Russ. I don't have to be your girlfriend. Let me get you out of this. You gotta get out of this. You're suffering. And that's how it is too. It's like, Lewis, get out of it. What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Are you guys lonely? Lewis, you are. You won't be, but you are. You'll be around people, but you're just like everyone else. You're human. That's what happens. You'll just fill yourself with food and faces, but really you're empty inside. There's nothing wrong with you, fellas. I'm gonna do the same thing. We got holes inside of us. We've been shot down. Shit hurts inside. And what needs to be filled is God. God fills those up, dude. It makes you, you know what I mean? That's your spirit. Your spirit fills you. You get filled with the spirit, not of the flesh. There's nothing you can put in it. You know what I mean? The meal will be great, but it'll be the same meal we've always had. It won't taste as great if you're not in a great space. But, you know, it's going to be the same thing. It'll go in, it'll come out. You can keep eating it for the next week to come if you want, but it won't taste as good as it did the first time or when you were a kid. We're just doing it out of repetition. Okay, that was heavy duty. We did an hour 21 here. That's 2 hours of spiritual learning and healing and growth for the holiday. You know, Thanksgiving's on a Thursday. It should be a good day. So perhaps you're not going to catch the Jupiter energy and we just literally got to bypass it and really go into our Saturn, push our limitations and go into our grief. And that's why I had to do this today before it came. Whenever you're catching this video, if it's not Thanksgiving, then you can still put yourself into the, you know what I mean? That's the cool thing about the mind is you can put yourself in that time. You can put yourself in my shoes. You can put yourself in your own memories and your own realities. You can project your mind into wherever it goes. So maybe you don't catch this on Thanksgiving, but you can reflect back then what happened your Thanksgiving and did this all go down for you? Did you feel this? Did you go through this? Well, then that's all you get out of this is a reflection in the mirror. And you get to know that I'm the truth. Anyways, I'll bring you more truth on Friday, then Saturday, Sunday. What? Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Hey, I know. I'm ungrateful, too. We can be better. Laters.